Deep inside an old house, an entity lurks. For years, the family believes it's harmless.
We called it Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Until they unknowingly provoke it.
God is my rock. He is my shield.
Now, evil is coming.
It was very hard to breathe.
And the battle for good begins.
The walls were bleeding.
It came after our grandson.
In America, there is real evil. It lurks in the darkest shadows and in our most ordinary towns. Between the worlds we see
Someone's in my room.
and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. In the late 80s, Bob Cranmer purchases a home in the neighborhood where he grew up.
As a child, I just would peer in the windows from the sidewalk. I always wanted to be part of the house because of what it represented: success, old-style living.
But over the years, Bob, his wife, and their 4 children discover the house has secrets.
After our first weeks in the house, we came to the conclusion that we had a ghost. Every light would be on.
Things would move, or the water would just turn on out of nowhere.
We would hear walking throughout the house, weird noises.
Different things would happen, and we just let it go. We didn't think anything about it.
We called it Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Hey. How are you? Good.
In 2004, in spite of her spooky childhood,
Hello, honey. How are you?
Jessica, the eldest, moves back home with her new husband, Tom,
There's one for you. Hold on, guys.
and son, Colin.
You got it? Take this one.
All right.
I always knew there was stuff going on at the house. I guess chalk it up to being an old house, and certain things are gonna happen in an old house. I didn't think it was that much of an issue when we'd moved in.
You sure this is okay, Dad?
You kidding me? I'm the luckiest guy in the world. You got my whole family together.
Glad to be here.
I love you, honey.
I love you too.
David,
Yeah.
come here. Do me a favor. Bring this up to your sister's room.
Okay, sure.
Thanks.
There's an apartment on top of the house. My dad had offered it so that we could work and save money and be able to eventually buy a house sometime soon.
There's a large walk-in closet underneath the staircase. The light is about 6 feet off the floor, and there's a simple pull chain to turn it off and on. I noticed the chain, it was wrapped around the light.
Bob is used to this kind of mysterious activity, but for the first time since living in the house, he decides to take action.
I was born and baptized into the Catholic Church. I did have a real strong faith. I took a set of rosary beads. I simply tied them to this chain on the light in the closet. I closed the door. I heard something in the closet. It took the rosary beads and wrapped them completely around the light.
Alarmed, Bob takes it to the next level.
I took my Bible,
God is my rock.
and I spent about a half an hour in that closet reading scripture.
With him I take refuge. He is my shield and the horn of my salvation. God is my stronghold. God keeps me safe from all enemies. This is the word of the Lord.
I could feel it when I was in the closet with it. Was it cold? Was it hot? No, but I could feel it there with me. I had crossed the line to where I was interacting with a supernatural being. I wasn't sure where this was going to go.
A few nights after settling into their third-floor apartment, Tom checks on his stepson, Colin.
Jess? Everything okay? Jessica? Hey, buddy.
Concerned, Tom rushes to tell his wife what he saw.
There was something in Colin's room standing over Colin's bed. I was trying to think of every possible way for it not to be true because I didn't want to think of something harming Colin.
Taking no chances, Bob decides to spend the night in the room praying.
Be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on the armor of God against the evil schemes of the devil.
I did that for an hour or so. I laid down on Colin's little bed and I fell asleep. I woke up to pounding on the wall. This thing was toying with me.
Bob Cranmer has lived with what he believes to be a harmless ghost for years. Until one night, it gets physical.
I noticed stinging on my neck. There were scratches that began under my ear, came down my neck and across my chest. It became personal. This was serious business.
For now, Bob decides not to discuss the experience with his children.
I didn't want to concern them.
One afternoon, the Cranmers' oldest son, Bobby, is hanging out in the house.
I felt something like the wind move as it went past my head, and all of a sudden all these pieces of plastic come raining down. The whole thing took maybe, a split second, just very fast.
Fearing for the safety of their children, the Cranmers invite Father Mike Salvagna, a Passionist priest, to bless the home.
Put on the full armor of God so that you may take your stand.
There is a time
against
to come out and pray and to
devil's
bless the
schemes.
house, lest the devil have more control over people or a location. We bless the house from top to bottom. We want to sanctify the location.
Our struggle is not with the flesh and bolus.
That was a defining moment because this really could have hurt Bobby. It clearly was dangerous.
Our struggle is against the rulers, against the authorities.
It had upped its game against us. I knew that there was something else in that house besides what we considered Casper the Friendly Ghost.
And against the devil in the darkness.
I had a sense that there's a big evil force here that has been here a long time. You could see that this was what we call a house infestation. It's spirits that somehow dwell there, and they don't leave politely. But I would always encourage Bob and Lisa to hang in there, to persevere, be strong.
Pray together as a family. God will hear you.
Thank you, Father.
God bless.
He blessed some of the rooms with holy water and so on. I had hoped that simple prayers like that would take care of it.
One night, while Jessica's husband and son are out, she finds herself alone in their third-floor bedroom.
I woke up and I felt like somebody was sitting on me. It was very hard to breathe, and then you can't move. I was looking around because that's about all I could do was move my eyes. I saw a dark figure standing at the foot of my bed. I just wanted to scream, but I couldn't.
For years, unexplainable events have been taking place in the Cranmer family's old house. One night, someone or something pays their daughter Jessica a visit.
I woke up and couldn't move. I see a figure at the foot of the bed. You want to believe that you're dreaming, and then you realize that it's real. It's a very, very scary feeling. And I remember trying to scream, but it didn't feel like the words were coming out.
Jessica! Jessica! Mom! Jessica! What's up? What's happening? There was something in my room. I couldn't move or speak.
I really didn't even know how she got up there, because I didn't feel like I was screaming so that anybody could hear me.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Jessica was petrified. She was shaking and crying.
From that point on, I wasn't comfortable. I didn't like going to sleep at night thinking, am I gonna wake up and have that happen to me again?
It's okay.
The family is now beyond worried. News of the haunting reaches the Roman Catholic Bishop of Pittsburgh, who assigns Father Ron Langwin to help.
After I spoke with Bob, I felt pretty certain that there was something going on here that needed to be investigated further. I told Bob that this was not going to be an easy fix. Evil is not that easy to overcome.
Father Ron says you have two options here.
Thank you.
Stay and fight, and we will help you through this entire thing, or you can leave.
Are we really up for this?
We can beat this thing. It's not gonna be much longer.
I made a decision that we would stay put and we would face the situation.
Hey guys, go help your mother in the kitchen.
Hey, sweetie.
Hi, hon. Oh, look who it is. Up before noon.
Oh, morning, sleepyhead. Take a seat.
Couldn't sleep. Tossed and turned all night.
Bobby, what happened? Oh my God.
What is that? It's burning.
I had 3 6-inch long, like razor kind of scratches.
Bob!
What? What's the matter? Oh my God. What happened? Did you fall?
No.
David.
Dad, what are you doing?
Charlie.
Dad, what's wrong?
Listen, I want you to go upstairs and wash those scratches. I want to talk to your mother.
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
What is happening? I mean, why is this thing coming after our children?
It's not just the kids. At least you're safe. Lisa? Lisa. Talk to me.
It bit me very hard. I'll never leave teeth marks.
They weren't bite marks like from human teeth. They were actually were puncture wounds, like a dog bite.
I'm calling Father Mike right now.
Bob and Lisa alert Father Mike to the escalating danger. He obtains special permission from the diocese to celebrate Mass inside the house.
There are signs that the entity in your house is demonic. The scratches on your family, that's one of them.
A demon.
The demon wanted to put fear into that family. Obviously, you don't want children to be very fearful in a home.
So let's get started.
I celebrate the Mass to sanctify, to drive away the evil spirits.
Let us proclaim the mystery of faith. Let us pray.
We had Mass with Father Mike. We had both hoped that he would come and do the blessing on the house, and then it would stop.
I'll get it. Hello?
Hey, Mom.
Hi, honey.
Colin wants to come down and say hi to Grandma and Grandpa. Is that okay? Okay. Send him down.
Bye.
So I send Colin down. There is 3 flights of steps you have to go down.
Colin has just encountered the demonic entity haunting his grandparents' house.
Did you hear that?
I rushed up the steps to find Colin hyperventilating and shaking.
What's the matter? What happened?
What's going on? Monster! Monster! Monster!
He was screaming monster and pointing to the room.
Monster! What happened?
Take him downstairs. Let's go. Go downstairs.
Let's go. It's okay.
Whatever appearance this thing took, it clearly terrified him. He couldn't breathe. This thing was drawn to terrify and hurt children. I determined right then and there that I was going to have to move Jessica and Colin out of the house.
I always loved that house, no matter what. But I was relieved to get Colin out of the situation.
While the demon has forced Jessica and her family out of the house, Bob, Lisa, and their 3 sons remain.
I saw all of this blood on the wall, and it was still wet. You could see where the large drops hit the wall, splattered, and then ran down.
Bobby! Come here!
It was as if to mimic the priests and how they throw holy water throughout the house.
The walls were bleeding. There's really nothing you can say to try and rationalize how that all got there.
Dad, what is this?
I don't know.
That is definitely a very specific kind of message. What do you do in that situation other than be terrified?
At that point in time, I realized that this thing thinks it has won.
Again, the family turns to the Catholic Church for help.
As this whole situation developed, we reached a point where I was about ready to make a recommendation to the bishop that we should have an exorcism of the place.
But before the church will sanction the exorcism, the family must go through one more step.
We had to have some type of outside, non-religious, secular verification that things were going on in the house that were supernatural, that this is not psychological. This is, in fact, a demonic entity.
In January of 2005, a paranormal research team out of Penn State University arrived to investigate the house.
The first thing that happened was Bob took me on a tour of the house.
I think I showed you everything. Told you all the stories.
My role there was to provide some informal psych evals on the family members.
So what do we do?
Take me back to the beginning. Where did it start to get bad?
Closet.
He showed me this closet.
As you can see.
Where it had all started with this chain being wrapped around a light. There was this really intense feeling. I don't call it psychic or any of that. It's just there was a strong feeling that the demon was under there, under the stairs, you know, somehow in that closet.
What's behind the steps? Is there another room?
I don't know. Never looked.
The only way to get in that space is to cut the wall out in the back of the closet, which was not an easy thing to do.
Look over here.
There's a small shelf, almost like an altar.
They found a piece of paper, and it had pictures on it.
The drawing looks to be as old as the house, showing its original owner and his family. It also features disturbing images and the name Malik.
The name Malik was a family name. Coincidentally, it's one vowel off from Moloch, which is an Old Testament demon that the Canaanites worship that's associated with child sacrifice.
This looks like a curse. Would make sense with all that's going on here.
Just like a priest can bless any object, people involved in black magic, they can connect evil with any object. That's one of the ways hauntings start.
We found the demon's special place. We found its lair.
Adam leaves the group to take a moment.
I tend to be a solitary person, so I wandered off and was on my own, just mulling it over in my head. I was new to all this. I hadn't had any of these experiences before, but I was praying and I was saying, what's going on here, God? In my mind, I suddenly saw these letters just form. I've never had anything like this in my life. This is bizarre.
While investigating the evil plaguing the Cranmer family, paranormal experts discover a demon's lair hidden inside their home.
This looks like a curse.
Adam Bly has never experienced anything like this before. He's suddenly struck with a vision of letters floating before his eyes.
I suddenly got woozy, a little bit dizzy.
Adam, you okay? Dude, you're bleeding.
What it looked like is if you took your fingernails and kind of raked them across your forehead hard.
Give me a piece of paper. What's that?
Where's the laptop?
It's in the living room.
The letters appear to form a word, Sati. Adam does a search and discovers it's a name.
It's said that this name was a demon whose function was to encourage women to sacrifice their children.
Your demon? Her name is Sati. She's a consort to Moloch.
When Adam revealed the name of the demon and what the demon represented, everything seemed to start falling into place, and we were understanding things better. And it also ties back in with what was going on with our grandson, that it came after him, and with what happened with my own kids.
Based on this new revelation, Bob looks through the research he has gathered on the history of his house and land. One story of a tragic massacre that took place near his property immediately stands out.
I read of a very violent Indian war that took place in the early 1790s. A woman and her 3 children had been killed by the Indians some distance from Fort Pitt. Our house was 6 miles from the fort.
I can't believe all this.
So much evil. So much death. It's no wonder it attracted a demon.
Bob remembers that a tree in his yard has some long-forgotten historical significance.
This oak tree is several hundred years old. I was told that this tree was a memorial to something.
To confirm the possibility of bodies on his property, Bob hires professionals.
I had the ground scanned by ground-penetrating radar. It depicted the exact dimensions of a horizontal grave that had been dug with the remains of what appeared to be 4 bodies in the ground.
But the question remains, how and why did the demon come inside? One theory is that when the house was built, a worker placed a curse on it, giving the demon power to haunt the home.
We felt that the evil that precipitated that terrible massacre attached itself to our front yard and eventually inhabited the house that was built there. The curse strengthened it. Evil brings out evil.
Several months after the investigation, Bob and Lisa receive good news. the church has approved an exorcism of their home. In September 2005, an exorcist arrives to take on the demon.
I can only speak in terms of our diocese. I'll be a priest 50 years, and I don't know of any other case where an exorcist was called in.
I was hopeful that this was finally going to be brought to some type of conclusion. And after this exorcist came, the house did seem somewhat different.
The atmosphere in the house had changed. The house lightened up.
Months pass by without incident.
I was in the basement, adjusting the front of the hot water heater. As I looked up, I saw this entity.
Several months after an exorcism of the Cranmer house is performed, Bob senses the demon is back.
I clearly saw it move, so I knew it was in the basement, and it was in the basement with me.
Bob says, I saw something down there. I think we need to have another mass.
Bob contacts Father Mike.
And he said to his disciples, "Take this and eat. This is my body, which has been given up for you."
We all heard it scratching on the wall.
And before he was given up to death, he said, "Drink this."
During the consecration of the wine, there was a knock on the wall, 3 distinct knocks.
"This is my blood. Do this in memory of me."
Father, grab the holy water. Over here.
I could just sense that it was in the corner, that it was there.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
We felt we cornered this thing. It was its last hiding place, its last den, as it were. And we just pounded it with prayer.
And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
There was no loud clap of thunder or lightning. I think this thing was just finally spent. And it gave up.
Glory be to God.
And I took the crucifix and I put it on the floor where it had taken place, and that was the end.
Amen.
It seemed like a brand new day. I just felt a sense of peace. We had fought the battle, and victory had been achieved through the power of good.
We're still in the house, and the house is very peaceful and very calm. The grandkids run up and down the house, and no issues with any of them being in there.
I love that house. I live there now. I don't ever want to leave the house. I know it affected me and made me stronger in some ways.
Ultimately, it was like trying to take part in like a psychological war. You're experiencing all these things and all this stuff's happening that everyone tells you is impossible. It was just like a living nightmare. I'm just glad we all made it out okay.
I have seen and experienced the power of God and the devil. I have been in the supernatural, so I know that it's true. There's a spiritual world around us that we can't see. I've experienced it. And whether people want to believe me or not makes no difference because I was there. The initial plaque to mark it as a historic landmark said the Malik House. And after we went through all this, I don't want this to be the Malik House. I call it Grand Oaks Manor.
Our new house, new name.
I love it.
This house is ours now.